motion for the approval of the minutes from the last meeting, and Ed has done that for me. Thank you very much.
Push the button. Call 911. And fire creature will come and get you.
Oh my.
Come back.
Have some fun.
Yeah. There's somebody else in there.
Okay, the chicken is laying eggs.
That's the end of
Most
that.
impressive that she got up. Thank you all very much. Those are the East Side Crazies. Jill? You're next.
We go from one crazy to another, huh? Those are my spirit animals right there. Hi, I'm Jill, not Jen.
Yes.
I know you guys maybe get tired of our joke. I wanted to tell you two things about myself before I introduce our fitness resident of the month. One is I'm a mother of 3. I created my best friends and then they all flew the nest. I think you can relate. But my oldest is pregnant, so I'm going to be a grandma. So my daughter doesn't want me to go by grandma. She wants me to have one of these fancy grandma names, you know? So if you have any suggestions, let me know, okay? Okay. Oh, let the grandchild choose. I like that. Thanks, Dave. Good. They'll be. The second is, I know you can't believe this, but I just celebrated 1 year at Wesley Willows. And it's strange to me because time is so interesting, right? It feels like I've been here forever and at the same time not that long. And I think one of the reasons it feels like a long time is I've forged a lot of great friendships. Yes, I'm looking at you. With a lot of you residents. And thank you so much for welcoming me into your lives. I really enjoy the friendships and connections I've made with you. So thanks for going with my crazy a little bit and joining me in the fun. So the other day, I wanted to talk to you about how the Fitness Resident of the Month came to pass. Hopefully you know Kenan. He used to have long hair, he now has short hair. He's wonderful. He's on our fitness staff. We have 3 of us, Jill, Jen, Ken. Not confusing, okay? So Kenan said to me, Jill, I have an idea. Now, sometimes his ideas are really crazy, but awesome, like wheelchair jousting. But this one, he said, Jill, I think we should highlight one of the residents that inspires us every month. I said, I love it. I know what we should do. Let's just wait till January of 2025 and we'll start it. And Jen goes, why wait? Let's just start it. I'm like, okay, that's what a team does, right? We all collaborated. And so that's how the Fitness Resident of the Month came to pass. Now, we would love to hear your suggestions for people to inspire you to keep continuing working on their health. And this brings me to introduce our Fitness Resident of the Month before I say her name the other day. We started this in July. In July, she comes up to me in the hall. She says, Jill, I have an idea. I go, what is it? She goes, I know someone you could nominate for the Fitness Resident of the Month. I said, I know who we should nominate, you. And she goes, no, not me. And that's exactly how she is. Very humble about all she accomplishes. So I would like to welcome Barb Powell, our October 2025. Barb, come up here. I'm going to brag on you. She doesn't like me to brag on her, but she's going to let me because I warned her. Barb, this is your certificate. So, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So when I told Barb in class that we were nominating her, the first thing she goes, oh, it's all because of you and Jen and Ken, because she's just that kind of person, gives the credit to all those around her. Barb is one of the most consistent exercisers. And I see you guys all nodding your head. Barb comes to every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 times a week, she comes to the fitness class. Now, we only have fitness 5 times a week. Barb would come if there was one on Saturday, wouldn't you?
You guys are so good.
Yeah, see, I told you. So she would come probably if we had ones on the other days, but she comes. She also, you will see her walking. Who's seen Barb walking? Yes. Rain, shine, in the halls, outside, she's walking and continues to challenge herself. Barb is fearless. She will do any challenge. And sometimes she'll say, Jill, I'm not going to win, but I'm going to try. And that is why that inspires me. She got weighted walking sticks. And you know, Barb will do 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 classes in a row. And let me tell you, at the Castletown Center, glad you can attest to this, we work them hard. We work them. And I have taught all 3 in a row. Jen's taught all 3 in a row. Ken's taught all 3 in a row. And we're kind of like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And she chooses to do it. So that is awesome. So I am just so proud of you, Barb. And I'm so glad to be your friend and part of your daily journey. And just give her one more hand. Thank you.
Let me say what a wonderful fitness team we have. I just think it's the best. And we're so fortunate to have them, and also to have this wonderful walking path around the building with a beautiful landscape. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the opportunities that we have.
Okay, thank you. We're going to go to announcements. Give me 1 second. Not on the slide. Don Williams. Don's back here. He didn't want to say anything this month, but he's our board member of the month, and he'll stay after and answer any questions that you may have. Now announcement. Martha.
Good afternoon, I'm Martha Miller-Burns, and I am on the auxiliary board and in charge of your poinsettia sale. So, who has friends that they would like to get a Christmas gift for, but they don't know what to get them? Who has somebody that they're going to their house for Thanksgiving and they'd like to bring a hostess gift that lasts more than a day? You know, the bottle of wine only lasts a day, right? Who has a next door neighbor that does nice things for them and they'd like to get them a nice holiday gift that they can enjoy for at least 6 weeks? You're all candidates to buy a poinsettia. But the big thing you need to know, who read their green bag? Who knows what the deadline is to put in your order? Who knows? Come on, some of you have a flyer in your hand. November 15th. I made it that date, so it'd be easy to remember. Okay? November 15th is the last day to turn in your order form and your money to either front desk here or at the Arbor. Okay? Doesn't matter where you turn it in, you check off which place you want to pick them up and which date. Either Monday or Tuesday, November 25th or 26th, that's Thanksgiving week. You can't be here that week? Make arrangements with a neighbor, okay? I'm not gonna keep them for you. They're coming from Deere's, they're beautiful. I made color copies at the desk so you can see what they really look like. They're beautiful, and they're probably gonna be bigger than 12 inches tall, but they said at least 12 inches tall in a 6-inch pot, wrapped in gold foil. You have 2 choices, red or white, okay? Checks payable to Wesley Willows Auxiliary, and donations will be going to the auxiliary. And the notation should say poinsettia sale or flower sale or Christmas sale, whatever you want. If you can't spell poinsettia, put P-O-I-N. If you're using cash, only the exact change, and the desk is not gonna have change for you. So make sure it's in the envelope that's sealed before you give it to the front desk, because they're responsible for enough things, right? I appreciate your name. If you're an employee, put what department so we can get it to the right place. And a phone number. What if we can't find you that day? What if you took a nap and it's 5 hours later? Only the Arbor will have flowers delivered. So the rest of you have to pick them up. Shirley, you have a question?
Yeah, I do, and I just.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, can we just charge it to our account?
No,
Okay.
no. It's Wesley Willows Auxiliary. I'm sorry you cannot charge it to your account. That's too much bookkeeping for everybody. Any other questions? Thank you for your time. There's extra flyers in color out there in the lobby if you'd like to share one with people who don't live here or who don't read the green bag. Thank you.
Claude is next.
That was a good idea, Martha. Poinsettias for Christmas. And for your information, Christmas is only 55 days away. To those of you who don't know me, I'm sure there are a few of you out there who don't know me. I'm Colleen Gracia, Chairman of the Social Committee. And I'm here to tell you that we have an event coming up in November. Happy to report that Mark Dvorak is coming back to Wesley Willows. Those of you who have seen him before remember him. He's a popular entertainer here. He's a folk singer and a troubadour to end all troubadours. Troubadour extraordinaire, I like to call him. He will be here November 26th. Mark your calendars. And it's a concert only, no dinner. And this will close out our 2024 season. And the social committee will be working toward the 2025 season. We're going to have a meeting on next Tuesday. So mark your calendars, like I said, November 26th, and there will be flyers in the green bag. Thank you.
Gail.
Okay, it's Christmas, so there's several things that the auxiliary is going to be attempting to do. The first one is that we will be stuffing gift bags for the residents in the Arbor and the Health Center. And we'll be stuffing those December 17th, 1 to 4. I still need a couple of people to help. It's a lot of fun. But to get the candy, we need donations from you. There will be, starting November 1st through the whole month of November, a box in the lobby of the Castletown Center and over at Decor and More to drop in bags of candy. And that's what we'll use to fill the treat bags. And those bags go to everyone in the Arbor and in the Health Center. The other one that you get to really do something with is decorate Christmas trees in the Arbor and the Health Center. And the date that we have this year is going to be December 4th. Because Thanksgiving is the last Thursday in November this year, we have to move it to December. So going around our sign-up sheets, if you want to help decorate trees, at 9 o'clock, the guys come to move the trees to the place where they go. And then at 10 o'clock, if you decorate, you come in at that time. And we do have refreshments, so if that entices you. On January 10th, we reverse that and take everything down. So the decorators come at 9 o'clock on the 10th of January, and the movers come at 10 o'clock to take everything back. You really don't have to spend more than 20 or 30 minutes over there. So it's a nice, easy way to do something nice and simple and not have to spend a lot of time at it. So please sign up and just pass them across your section and then back, and I'll pick these up afterwards.
I'm not on the agenda, but I asked Carolyn if I could say something. I'm LaVon Arnsey. I'm the manager of Timeless Treasures, and I had thought it would be a good idea maybe to be open on Saturdays until Christmas. And so I said 1 to 3, our regular hours that we have on Tuesday and Thursday. And then I find out there's no transportation on Saturday afternoons. So now I'm going to be open from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Saturdays. So that information didn't get into this current green bag. What it says in the green bag now is says 1 to 3. So what that means is this Saturday I will be open from 9:30 a.m. till 3 p.m. Come out and shop. And I have my knitting to do, I have my book to read, so if you don't come in and I have these long hours, I have something to do to keep me going, but I wish that you could come in and shop. And until Christmas, we'll be open Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And you know what? If this goes over real good, after Christmas, I will consider staying open on Saturdays. We'll just see how it goes.
Okay. So, Jessica is going to introduce our employee of the month and someone you should know.
Thank you, Carolyn. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Story. I'm the Executive Director, and it's my pleasure this month to be able to introduce our Employee of the Month, Luke Lebrecq. Luke has worked at Wesley Willows on and off since December of 2016. He started as waitstaff, then became waitstaff lead, then host. before becoming the dining supervisor. This was Luke's first job, and he did leave for 3.5 years to serve in the Army as a 13F fire support specialist. His favorite thing about Wesley Willows is the residents. It's an absolute honor to work with what might be the last of America's greatest generation, he says. Favorites? Okay, so some of his favorites. Favorite movie, Forrest Gump. Favorite book, Beyond Band of Brothers, The Memoirs of Major Dick Winters. Favorite food, Pergoli and Kielbasa? Pergoli. Thank you, Kielbasa. Favorite TV show is MASH. An oldie but a goodie, right? Favorite place to visit is Savannah, Georgia. Favorite sports team to watch, rally racing. Favorite outdoor activity is hiking, exploring with a significant other. Luke inspires seniors to celebrate life by interacting and carrying on conversations with both residents and the staff. Treating them as if they are part of his family, he truly shows that he cares, and we appreciate everything that he does day in and day out. Thank you and congratulations.
So, this ain't my first time up here, as y'all know. What was it, about a month ago, 2 months ago, when I told y'all about myself? Needless to say, that fishing spot, y'all still ain't gonna find out about it. But besides that, it is an absolute honor to serve each and every single one of you. And I imagine I'll continue to do so until I'm told I can't do it anymore. But, thank you.
Okay, next, I'm going to introduce someone that you should know. Jeannie, do you want to come up? The lady behind the phone. If you've ever called guest services 316-1500, then you might have heard Jeannie on the other line. So Jeannie Reese, welcome, and we're happy to get to know you a little bit better. Can you tell us when you started working here and what you do?
Good afternoon, everybody. I've worked here for about 3.5 years now. I work in guest services and I work for doing the switchboard. So if you're ever calling, I'm most likely the person that you're getting on the other end. And hopefully I'm directing your calls to the correct people, and I try to take care of those efficiently for you. So I love working here at Wesley Willows. I love the residents and I love the employees. It's just a great atmosphere. I love the campus. I walk around here every day just enjoying how beautiful it is. So I really appreciate all of this. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jessica. And now it's for new residents. Mary Griffith. I know I saw you, but you were lost at one point.
I'm pleased to introduce today Jim and Vivian Dillett. They're my new neighbors. They live across the street from me at 4015 Eagle with their beautiful, quiet dog named Sophie. They met at a supper club in Rockford. Jim asked another girl to dance and she turned him down but told him to go ask Vivian. He did, and the rest is history. They've been married now for 42 years. They have a blended family of 8 children. Jim was born and raised in the Milwaukee area. He held a number of different jobs, started his own plumbing contracting business in Milwaukee. He enjoyed music his entire life and is currently one of the organists at St. Peter Catholic Church in South Beloit. In addition, he's been a member of the Barbershop Harmony Society since 1963, currently singing with the Second City Chorus. He loves engaging others in music, and you may just be asked, do you like to sing? Be on the lookout to find Jim at one of the pianos here at Wesley Willows from time to time. Vivian couldn't be with us today, but she's originally from Beloit. She's worked as a professional secretary at a number of places, including Beloit School System, Woodward Governor, and Rockford Memorial Hospital. In her spare time, she likes to read whenever possible. Please extend a warm Wesley Willows welcome to Jim Dillett. Carol?
Oh, Carol and Carol, oh, how cute.
Hello. It is my pleasure to introduce Carol Erb, who has moved into a home at 3227 Wesley Way. Carol was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but she moved to Rockford when she was 4 years old. She attended Rockford schools, graduated from West High. She then went to college at Illinois State University and graduated with a degree in elementary education. She married after college and was hired to teach second grade at Pecatonica for 3 years. But then she was hired into the Harlem school system where she stayed for 35 years. Carol has 2 boys and 4 grandchildren, and you'll have to ask her about one of her granddaughters, who is an outstanding volleyball player and is already 6 feet 5 inches tall. She's only a junior, but scouts are after her, and she has already committed to a college. Carol loves reading, swimming, and biking. Let's welcome Carol to Wesley Willows.
One West Warrior to another. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nancy Woolley. Oh, there she is.
Well, I'm lucky enough to introduce 3 people today. And the reason I'm starting out with that remark is that I want to point out that all 3 of them have been very active in their communities, both through employment and through volunteerism. And I'm going to start with introducing Rose Salerno, who moved into Suite Street, I think in late September. And Rose was born in the Bronx, New York, but was raised and went through school in West New York, New Jersey. Following high school graduation, Rose worked at a dress manufacturing company where she specialized in inventory. She married her husband Joseph in 1956, and they were blessed with 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. Joseph worked for Amoco Oil in New York, but was transferred to Chicago, so they moved to a home in Cary, Illinois. And Rose took a job as manager of an educational toy company and worked there for 13 years. They lived in Cary for 30 years, and eventually, as we know, the years passed and went by and they became empty nesters. Unfortunately, Joseph became ill and was forced to retire early. However, he remained active in communion ministry for their church and also served as a volunteer chaplain for those in hospice care in the area. Lifelong Catholics, both Rose and Joseph were very active in church activities. Because his illness progressed and cold winters were hard on him, they moved to a retirement community in Green Valley, Arizona, where they lived for 14 years. At that time, Rose was an active volunteer at an adult daycare center until the COVID pandemic hit. Joseph passed away in 2015. At the recommendation of her granddaughter, Rose decided to move to Rockford and specifically to Wesley Willows this year following the death of her older daughter. Currently, she belongs to a prayer shawl ministry at St. Bridget's Church. She is very appreciative of the help of her family and Wesley Willow neighbors for their help in getting her settled here. Please join me in welcoming Rose Salerno. is to the Howards. Ray, spelled with a W, and Sue. Ray's story starts in Regina, Saskatchewan, where he was born into a farming family. At the end of his high school years, he realized what he said to me was, he wasn't smart enough to be a farmer. And I was kind of interested in that, so I asked him to explain that a little bit, and he did. And I need my glasses. He said, when you work a 1,000-acre farm in rural Saskatchewan and your tractor breaks down, there is absolutely no one to call on or take it to fix. He described how he watched his father working with his tractor engine parts all around him and knew he would never have the ability to put those pieces back together as his father did. So having completed his high school years and determined farming was not in his future, he took a job at the YMCA in Regina. And that was the beginning of a lifelong career path that eventually brought him to Rockford with his family. Ray's employer in Regina told him he could never get ahead in the YMCA unless he had a college degree. So he headed to Chicago, where he attended George Williams College and earned a degree in health and physical education in 1973. During his college years, he met his wife Sue while he worked at the Logan Square YMCA, and they married in 1971. After graduating, Ray accepted a program director position at the Rockford YMCA. Sue worked as a preschool teacher at the First Presbyterian Church and later with the Rockford Park District in a variety of roles, including coordinating community events. Ray and Sue are the parents of 2 daughters, Mandy, who lives in Madison and is the mother of their grandson Elliot, and Rue, who lives in Chicago. Ray held several positions with the Y over the years as he worked his way up through the ranks to become CEO of the Riverfront Y. He then led the movement to open the Northeast Y branch in collaboration with the Rockford Park District. He retired in 2011, but has continued to serve at least some of the time as a volunteer. During these years, Sue was busy too, working for the Park District's senior programs. In addition to her work with seniors, she managed the well-known ice sculpting contest. She retired from her part-time job with the Senior Men's Softball League a few years ago. Ray and Sue are longtime motorcycle enthusiasts and have traveled across the U.S. and Canada on their Harley-Davidson. I think more than once. Ray is a 40-year member of the Downtown Rotary Club and has served on various boards, including United Way. Ray and Sue are well on their way to achieving their goal of making new friends at Wesley Willows. Please join me in welcoming Ray and Sue Howard.
I'm checking things off. Okay, administration. You're up. Oh, you're going first.
Tall guy has to pick up the mic. First of all, welcome to our new residents. It is tremendous that you're here. On behalf of myself, huge welcome to Ray and Sue. I worked with Ray at the Downtown YMCA and had a really fun career there. So welcome, Ray and Sue. So I have a couple short announcements. The first one is probably the most important. Many of you have heard of the Robert Ashe Legacy Society. It is a planned giving society where people can designate part of their estate gift to come to Wesley Willows in one form or another. Established originally in 2003, it was the Founders Club. In 2016, it was named after Robert Ashe, who was president and CEO here for 16 years, beginning in 1984. Bob passed away in 2021, And we recently had a Legacy Society dinner. We do it every year. We invite our members. We kind of give an update on what's been happening. So this year, we had the honor and the privilege of renaming our Legacy Society. It is now the Robert and Sharon Ash Legacy Society. And Sharon, if you just give a quick wave and stand up. This honor could not be more fitting. After getting to know Sharon over the course of the past year, they were married 66 years. And truly behind every great man is a great woman. And we couldn't have found a better honor to bestow on Sharon and Bob and her family. So this Legacy Society will be named in this in perpetuity. If anybody wants to join, you know where to find me. I'd love to talk to you about it. The other thing is we do have our Good Samaritan Fund appeal coming up. We're featuring one of our residents. I'm not going to tell you who. I'm going to have a special prize for anybody who can identify him, because you're going to read that letter really good, and I'll be here in November. Anyhow, we are sending it out next week. All the monies raised go to the Good Samaritan Fund, and for those of you who don't know, monies from the Good Samaritan Fund go to support residents who at some point run out of financial resources, and we're there to help them. Last year, we provided support for over 40 residents to just over $1 million. So that appeal is very important. I can tell you last year we had 184 gifts. We raised about $120,000. So we would like to surpass that. We will have, there's a return envelope in the appeal. There's going to be boxes here at Castletown Center and over at the Arbor. So please go ahead and make a gift. Any gift counts. Doesn't have to be big. Whatever you can manage would be truly appreciated. And then I just celebrated a year last month. And my first month here, Francis said, Jeff, we need to get these appeals out. So I sent out the Good Samaritan Fund appeal. And then the next week, I sent out the Christmas Employee Fund appeal. So a new guy asking for money all the time probably isn't good. So the Employee Christmas Fund appeal will go out the week of Thanksgiving. All of you know that we don't ask any of our residents to give tips of any kind to our employees. This fund is used to provide a Christmas bonus for all of our employees. Last year, we generated just over $60,000, and we had 241 gifts. So thank you for your generosity. Thank you for supporting both funds. And a huge congratulations to Sharon for the naming of the Legacy Society.
Hello, everyone. So talking about money, I get to give out one of our The More the Merrier resident referral bonuses today. So is Kay Carlito here? Did she make it? Kay! You want to come up here? All right, this has been burning a hole in my pocket. So Kay referred her friends, the Shares.
Mike is right there.
Mike is right here, so thank you, Mike, for coming.
He went to Florida right now for a week.
Well, you got $500. You and Mike can go out. You can go party while his wife's on vacation and nobody will say anything, huh? All right. So I would like to thank you, Kay, for recommending Wesley Willows to your friends. Here is $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 for you. So thank you very much. Thank you so much. So if you all have friends, people that you're in church with, anyone that you think would make a great neighbor, make a great addition to Wesley Willows, please let us know in the sales and marketing office. We track that in our database. You can email us or call us or drop by with a note that has people's contact information in it, and we'll reach out to them. If they move here, we will give you $500. So thank you all so much.
Hello, everybody. Remember last month they said good morning, right? It is the afternoon. I got that one right today. So we have a few updates, some old ones, not too much new to share, but we'll do a few updates here today. So we continue to report on our work order audit report every month. So for the month of September, we had 994 work orders created. We're up a little bit just because of the PMs that we had. So every home has a generated work order. That's why our numbers are up a little bit. Out of those 994, 261 of those are reoccurring, and then 733 are resident requested, staff requested type work orders. And those again are the ones that we really want to strive to get our good response times with. So out of that 733, 62% of those were completed within 1 day, and then 69% were completed within that 1 to 3 days. So not horrible, they're pretty consistent with what we've been doing. And again, those numbers will change a little bit in October for the PMs.
What's the PM?
Preventive maintenance, sorry. Preventive maintenance for the home, so I'll get an update on that as well. So the Embry Road project is complete. That's, we have a couple little planting projects to do, but other than that, that is all complete. It turned out great. You know, with that project, we added that additional pedestrian walkway to improve some safety there at the stop sign at Albright and Embry. And again, you know, that was a resident that brought us that information and said, you know, we really need to do something different in that area to make it safe for the walkers and all that. And, you know, there's proof that we listened, right? We came up with a plan and I think it worked out really well. But still use caution in that area. It is a busy intersection, and watch for cars. Last month I reported about the agreement we created with Culligan for water softener salt delivery for the home. So just a reminder, that went out in the green bag. You can contact Culligan to set up water softener salt delivery direct. They're gonna give us about a $3 bag discount per bag. So you're gonna save a couple bucks on the delivery. You know, of course, we'll still continue to help if you're gonna get your salt on your own. Just call maintenance, we'll get that downstairs for you. And then again, PMs, preventive maintenance. So preventive maintenance on campus is a big task when you're talking about, you know, 180 homes, you know, suites, filters, April airs, batteries, all of that. So it takes a lot of time. We're on track. I committed to the end of the month here in October. We've got about 60 left. I talked to Brett before this meeting, and he assured me they're gonna get really close, if not completed this week. So if you haven't had a visit from maintenance and you live in a home, by the end of day Friday, please let me know. We wanna make sure that we get to everybody for that. And included in that again is we're checking filters, or we're replacing filters, checking furnaces. This time of year we're replacing April air pads, turning April air systems on, and some battery replacements. Go ahead. Perfect. Dual visit, we like that. That's everything I got. Any questions for me? Go ahead.
I noticed there's a lot of concrete construction going on, and they're doing things in some driveways. Could you explain what that is?
Thank you. Appreciate that for bringing that up. I didn't have that on my docket, but I should talk about that. So the question was, what is all the concrete work? So every summer we evaluate the campus, right? Safety concerns, cracked concrete, you know, it's never ending. I mean, the amount of cubic feet and linear feet of sidewalks and concrete we have on campus. So that was a big project that we took on this year. We did some stoops, we did some flat work, sidewalks. We did some areas up against driveways where the asphalt has sunk down, and you know, this is a way to correct that as far as a safety issue between the driveway and the garage. So that's what you're seeing right now. We did a little bit back here in the bistro. We had some cracking and, you know, just bad concrete back there. So just taking care of some safety issues and, you know, correcting some concrete there. Go ahead.
Do you know if Culligan will check the hardness level of your water?
so like get an idea of how much salt to add to it then?
Yep. Question was, will Culligan check your water for soft water? They will. So they should be checking, make sure the softener's working. You know, if it's not, they might check and see if the brine tank is bridged or something like that. But yes, they'll be checking that as well.
Thank you.
What if you don't have the Culligan water softener thing? I don't have a Culligan one.
If you, question was, what if you don't have a Culligan softener? It doesn't matter. They still deliver salt regardless. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hello again. Like I said, my name's Jessica Story. I'm the executive director, and it's great to see you all this afternoon. I have almost completed my first full month here at Wesley Willows as I returned. So tomorrow will be my first full month. I started on October 1st, and I thought I would just give you a little idea of what I've been up to for the last month or so. So a couple of things. I have been doing a lot of things in the health center, the arbor. I've been spending a lot of time with Leslie Williams, our administrator, getting more familiar with the skilled nursing, the health center, assisted living, because I am pretty in depth of independent living. And so I'm getting more familiar with that. I've been meeting with a lot of residents, one-on-one, and actually groups of residents, which I love. And just listening and knowing what's on your mind, knowing what you want to see different, and any questions or concerns you might have, things like that. And then I've also been spending time with a lot of other staff, and I just gotta say how much I think the staff here is amazing. We really do have some exceptional staff here that are dedicated and care a bunch. So all in all, it's been a great month, and I'm having fun. And then along the way, as I'm bumping into people, they say, well, what does an executive director do? You know, what does that actually mean? And so I thought I would also go into just a little bit about my core job duties. And so basically, in a nutshell, if I could condense my job description, it's to make sure that you continue to have exceptional services and programs that you deserve. And overall needs of Wesley Willows campus. I will only be here on this campus. And so anything related to this campus, I'll be working with directors, leadership, and the rest of the staff to just make sure this continues to be a great place to live and a great place to work. And then escalated concerns, issues, those types of things. Francis kind of passed the baton on to me and said, one of my job duties is if you have an escalated concern that you can't seem to get resolved, please, I welcome you to make an appointment with me first. Give me a chance to help resolve it for you and see what I can do. I'll work with all the players involved and see what's going on. So give me a call. My number is 316-6061. My office is here in the town center. And then my other core job duty is meetings like this to make sure that I'm informing. So things that maybe Nick or Francis reported on, I'm gonna start reporting on those on their behalf and then as a whole as well. So you can plan on seeing me each month here. Okay, so here are my actual reports. So our vacancy, East Side Homes, 0 available, 2 on hold. West Side Homes, 11 available, 1 on hold. Suites 1, 8 available, 1 on hold. Suites 2, 8 available, 1 on hold as well. Suites 3, 2 available, 0 on hold. Arbor, 32 available and 2 on hold. And the total campus occupancy percentage is 88%. And then leave of absence, want to just talk a little bit about that. I think as a campus as a whole and independent living, we're doing a good job of making sure everybody is on the leave of absence if you need to. I just want to do a little reminder. If you are leaving campus, I will start with the suites first. Suites residents, if you're leaving campus overnight, please let the concierge know. Just if you're leaving overnight, it's just for safety reasons. We just need to know the number of people in our building and the number of people that are not in the building. And then if you live in the homes, you're welcome to let us know when you're off campus for more than a night or longer, but especially if you're gone a week or longer, we really encourage you to let us know so that we can check on your home if we need to, especially with the colder months coming. We want to be able to know who's on and off campus. If you do have a do not enter, then we're not going to enter, okay? The other part of the leave of absence that I wanted to go over is hospitalization. So if you go to the hospital, please let us know. We want to know because we want to support you. We want to make sure that you have connection to care if you need to when you return. We want to know because we have chaplains services. Chaplain Allen will provide spiritual support if you wish. And you may have something at home that you may have left in a hurry. Let us know if we can help you. Might be a pet, a spouse, something like that. If we can help you with that, let us know. Or anything in between. So, yeah, all kinds of things. But we want to be able to support you. We are a community here. We want to make sure that you have what you need and that you don't feel alone in those times. So what you would do to be on the leave of absence report is call guest services. So 316-1500, give Jeannie a call. Let her know you're going to be gone. And then my last report, well, actually, sorry, I have a couple. Frances wanted me to let you know that she's starting to make all the phone calls on the resident surveys. If you requested a call from her, she has begun that process and she's continuing to do that, so she wanted me to let you all know that. In your green bags, you should have seen a flyer for a Highview Town Hall. So, big news on the affiliation of Highview in the Woodlands. Very exciting. Frances wanted a chance to directly share that information with you. And so on Tuesday, November 12th at 3 o'clock, here in this auditorium. 3:30, whatever. Okay, you're probably right. Sorry, 3:30 in this room on the 12th. So please come and listen in on that and share any questions that you have during that time. And then we have, during one of my group meetings with residents, one of the things that came up was fitness classes in the Arbor, and can independent living go there and work out? Yes. So if there's fitness classes in the Arbor, you are more than welcome to join in. You're more than welcome to utilize the fitness center there. The more the merrier. Also regarding the Arbor, we started having coffee there in the lobby. So soon the fireplace will be on as well. I invite you to come and have some coffee with a friend at any time in the lobby and enjoy. And with that, I'll answer any questions. Wow, no questions?
Is that coffee in the Arbor, but not in the town center?
Yep, we have coffee in the Arbor. It started a couple weeks ago.
Will there be a charge?
Will you have it here as well? That's a good question. That's a next month. Get back to you. All right.
All right, anything else? Okay, well, thanks everyone, nice to see you.
Okay, I need to make a public service announcement before I ask for adjournment. Saturday night going into Sunday, turn your clocks back 1 hour. Yeah, 7. My husband insists that it always happens on Tuesday, which lets you know why I would leave my husband at home and go somewhere. Okay, could I have a motion? Oh, and moves for adjournment in a second. I see a second, thank you. We're done.